Hello, I wanted to record my reaction to these notes because they have something very appealing to me, but I need to read everything first. So, this is for anti-slugging, which I think is a problem to a point. I think I hate this idea that the killers feel like they need to have all four kills. Like, it's not needed. I get satisfied with one or even two kills, but sometimes they do slug you in order for nobody to get the hatch, and they stall the game to a point where it gets boring, and it becomes a waiting game. So I don't like the slugging thing. So this is an anti-slugging feature, but let's see if it's all good because I do, I play both. I'm a survivor and killer person. I mainly play survivor because of queue time, but I'll play whatever has the faster queue time. Anyway, here, the survivors left dying state for a total of 90 seconds during a match. They gain the ability to pick themselves up after fully recovering. I think that's cool. 90 seconds is a long time. Someone does not need to be down for 90 seconds, so I think that's completely fair. If the killer's not going to pick up a survivor after 90 seconds, that's the killer being a little ass. Added the option to enable or disable this mechanic in custom games. Okay. Who plays custom games other than like maybe streamers? Perks that enable you to recover from dying state. I actually I do use this boon a lot. Because of this problem, I hate this. I hate being like the last survivor and like my teammates or myself having to wait for the killer to hope the survivor is going to come out, basically baiting them to come out. Will continue to function as before without the need. I'm assuming it's going to make it faster then? Make it faster to recover? They're going to have to do some kind of change. Gradually increases crawling speed of survivors who are left in the dying state. That is kind of, I don't agree should happen. I think the crawling speed is fine. Um, the fact that people are able to get back up now without having to use a perk is big enough. I don't think they need to increase crawling speed. Added the ability for survivors to recover while crawling. That's ooh. So what's gonna happen to that perk? There's a perk where you get to recover while crawling. Recovery now occurs passively with no need to hold a button. Okay, so I think that's good. Yeah, I don't know why you need to hold a button to do it. It's like common sense that you're gonna try to recover anyway. So yeah, I mean that's a cool thing. This is gonna be a weird one. Being able to crawl and recover at the same time. I think that might be a bit overpowered on the survivor side. You're already gonna be able to recover, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's a weird one. Updated with several survivor and killer perks. Okay, I'm wondering what perks are going to change and how they're going to change. I'm assuming it's just going to change recovery speed. So this is what it looks like. I'm assuming this bottom bar is the thing that's going to decide, once the bottom bar is filled up, I'm assuming is how you're going to pick yourself up. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the bottom bar, kind of like the unhooking when the killer's camping you. So once the bottom bar is filled up, you get to just stand up. I think that's a cool change. Survivor does not need to be downed for 90 seconds. So if you're a killer and you're not hooking your survivor after 90 freaking seconds, yeah, the survivor kind of they kind of earned that through all that wait time making them get bored for. When it comes to slugging, we know it can be frustrating. The receiving end, yeah, if you're on the receiving end, like you literally halt your gameplay and you're not able to do anything. So yeah, that's not good for the game when you get down for this long. This updated system acknowledges this, allowing the killer to slug occasionally when they feel like it's the right call, but it will eventually kick in. Yeah, 90 seconds is more than enough time. It'd be a problem if it was like 30 seconds, but 90 seconds is a long time. slug more pleasant as much as the recovery changes in climb speed will give you more agency when down, so you aren't just holding a button and waiting for someone to. Yes, exactly. This is the problem. Tunneling reduction update. When a survivor is hooked, their hook status is hidden from the killer. When they're unhooked, there is no. Excuse me, what? When a survivor is hooked, their hook status is hidden from the killer. When they're unhooked, there is no notification and their hook status isn't revealed immediately. What's the point of this? How does this reduce tunneling? This is disabled once all generators are completed. Wait, what? There's a bit of a strategy for killers to know when someone is unhooked. That's a problem. I'm okay with the slugging mechanic. This is immediately problematic for the killers. Killers kind of need to know when someone's unhooked. This is disabled once all generators are completed. So once all generators are completed, you get the notifications back. But by then, it's kind of hard to like actually get any kills after that. If all four survivors are alive, unhooked survivors gain the following effects for a limited time. Oh my god. Well, this is already there. No collision with other players, both survivor. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Immunity to killer instinct. And sees the killer's aura nearby. Oh, this is too much. You already have haste and endurance. Being able to see the killer nearby, I wonder how long you're gonna have this effect. It's gonna be like 2 seconds, because being able to see the killer's aura, I don't know. Immunity to killer instinct and sees the aura. Oh, this is a little too much. Although I do think killers are very powerful, but this is a little too much. This is overkill. The anti-slugging is already enough. I don't think we need all of this. These effects are lost when the affected survivor perform a conspicuous action. Oops. These effects are lost when the affected survivor perform a conspicuous action. What? What exactly is that? Sorry, I don't know all the Dead by Daylight terms and lingo for gameplay. There's too much. I don't memorize it all, but I don't know what this means. I mean, I know what a word means, but I don't know what it means in this game. All these effects except haste and endurance are disabled once all generators are completed. Okay. Added a unique effect to the killer hook state UI that indicates the last survivor they hooked. That's kind of cool, so you don't accidentally tunnel. I don't like tunneling people, even if it's by accident. Because I know what it's like in the survivor side, so I try to always go for a different survivor. So that's kind of cool. Sometimes survivors have like the same skin, so I get confused. So this is a cool feature for killers that like to play very varied and I guess fair. After completing a unique hook, the same survivor is now hooked consecutively. Okay. Killers get the following benefits. Okay, now we get benefits. That's cool. Bonus damage for the next generator kick. Let's talk numbers. What is this? How much bonus damage is this? Temporary haste status effect. That's cool. Like I said, depends on how long you get these things. Temporarily reveal survivors. Oh no! This sucks. Temporarily reveal survivors. Think base kit, barbecue and chili. Oof. that have less or equal hook states. Oh, okay, okay. To the hook survivor. Oh, okay. It's a little different. So if you have, so you've been very stealthy the entire game and haven't been hooked, and you've been hooked less than the survivor that just got hooked, you're kind of gonna get screwed over. So sorry for you people who are really good at stealth. That's, like me. We're gonna have a bad time with this. These effects are slightly lessened for the blight. Huh? Why? These effects are disabled once all. I guess because they can travel throughout the map faster. These effects are disabled once all generators are completed. I don't know, man. I think Dead by Daylight is best when it's a stealth game. From the survivor side, it feels fun when you're playing stealthy. So I hate barbecue and chili, and I hate this whole. I hate all these perks that reveal your aura so much. It's like I'm okay with them, but there's too many perks that do that now. And now you're gonna basically have base kit, barbecue, and chili. So stealth in this game is gonna be almost impossible now. I hate that this game has become less about stealth and more about chases. I think good stealth people should be rewarded because you're damn good at hiding, But man, whatever. These effects are disabled once all generators are completed. Added new effects that disincentivize tunneling if a survivor dies before 6 hours auto rating. A repair speed bonus for the rest of the trial. Interesting. Dang. If the survivor, okay, that really might incentivize no tunneling. If the survivor that was last hooked is sacrificed or killed, generators cannot be regressed or blocked. So you have to sacrifice or kill the person that was not last hooked, or else you will not be able to regress generators. That sounds like a lot of crap you have to keep up with as a killer. It's kind of starting to sound unfair. Ooh, added the option to enable or disable these new mechanics in custom games. Updated several survivor and killer perks to account for these changes. It's no secret that tunneling can be seen as an efficient way to play for killers. While this can be true, it's also true that the results of this can be frustrating for survivors, leading to trials ending too quickly for some, while leaving others to fend for themselves in a match that is now much more difficult. Yes, that is true, but still, making it this difficult for a killer, it's gonna take a lot of fun away from it. The intention here is to both feel. I think it was enough to have an anti-slugging thing. Just anti-tunneling thing is a little too much. I think it's really, really making the killer have to keep up with too much status effects and like the order in which you're hooking people. Sometimes you do have to tunnel the strongest member of the survivors, or else, they're gonna survive. I don't like this. I don't like the tunneling reduction update. I like the slugging thing. I don't like the tunneling one. This is too much. What is this? Added a new status effect that silences grunts or of pain and suppresses survivor's aura. Pools of blood and scratch marks. This is cool. I'm always for them adding new stuff like this, new effects, new items. I'm fine with that. Especially with so many perks that read auras, we kind of need something that will hide your aura. Yes, thank you. We need something that keeps us stealthy. After so many things that reveal your auras, a survivor's main way to survive is being stealthy. The tome's lore update. Okay, I don't think anyone really cares about this. The shape. Okay, these individual killer stuff. I like to find out in game. um, my God, they did it. They turned it into okay. Yeah, I just want to talk about these. I do not like this. This is too much. I'm someone that mainly plays survivors because that's usually uh the faster queue time. But man, I like this. The slugging reduction update is really good. 90 seconds, I think, is a very fair time. Um, but I think the tunneling reduction update is overkill. I don't like this. I hope they get rid of all of this. None of this should stay. Slugging, I'm fine with. I never really slug. I never really let survivors be down for more than a minute. A minute 30 is, I don't know what you're doing as a killer, other than being a dick. But yeah, I mean, let me know your opinions. I mean, honestly, it's a very divided community. Killers are obviously not gonna like this. Survivors are obviously not gonna like certain parts. As someone that plays both and plays both pretty evenly, depending on what's the faster queue time, I'll play that. I think obviously slugging update is very survivor sided, but very fair. Game, in a gameplay perspective, it makes playing a survivor less aggravating because when you get tunneled or I mean, not when you get slugged, it gets boring just being able to do nothing. In a video game, you don't want to be bored. This though, this is just gives the killers too much stuff to keep up with. Like, I don't want to keep I don't want to keep tabs on who I've hooked and what order I'm hooking them in. That's a bit too much. I think it's a little unfair to killers. Um, yeah, I don't like this tunneling reduction update. Anyway, let me know your opinions. This is a big change. I wonder what it's gonna feel like once it's in the game. I don't like this. I gotta clear that up. I do not like the tunneling reduction update. Um, the slugging I'm fine with. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think.